It's recording.
Right. Cloning. By Carter Van
I thought you said banana.
What is cloning? In biology, cloning is the process of producing similar populations of genetically identical individuals that occur in nature when organisms such as bacteria, insects, or plants produce asexually. Leading up to cloning. Cloning was invented. When was cloning invented? Who invented it? Well, it was started in 1902 by a German scientist named Hans Speidman. Discovered by splitting salamander embryos into two. He discovered that there was enough genetic material to make identical twins, triplets, so on and so forth. So continuing on, in 1928, he conducted this experiment using nuclear transfer, and to transfer salamander embryos. Then, in 1952, Briggs and King cloned two frogs using nuclear transfer. But it was considered not cloning for another 40 years after the fact. In 1986, Pryor and Eyestone conducted an experiment to cloning a cloud from embryo cells. This leads up to Ian Wilmot. When was cloning invented? The first person to successfully clone an animal was Ian Wilmot. He cloned a sheep named Dolly. The first experimented with identical differentiated cells from sheep, puts embryo cells into inactive state before transferring the nuclei into the sheep eggs. The eggs develop into normal sheep, and the eggs survive the transfer. Dolly was the first animal to be cloned, successfully be cloned. The experiment was done in 1996. The results were not released to the public until 1997. Pros of cloning. What are some pros that are being able to clone animals? Well, you are able to keep the superior animals you want in the herd. It also is a big deal. It also is a big deal is what are able to bring things back to extinct or close to extinction. This is able to be done if there is enough genetic material can be found. It is very important. It is also very important to organ harvesting, means that they are able to do this for animals. They eventually are able to do this for humans, making lives, making more new lives. And this leads to people helping people on the donor list, which is called organ harvesting. If they are able to clone animals, it'd be the same if they could use them in labs for controlled testing. This would lead to, if you want to do a test in a lab, you are able to do it successfully better because you're able to have the exact same animal and the exact same genetics. Cons of cloning. What are cons of affecting cloning in this process and going forward? Mutations in the process of trying to clone animals. The somatic cells are a big thing, and they can be injured, causing mutations that happen, like extra legs, extra paws, stuff like that. Like before, the process, somatic cells may be injured, and this may cause the animal to die early in its life or cause it to age prematurely and fast. Another thing that's affecting cloning is the cost of cloning animals. It's very expensive because all the work that goes into the process of creating a clone. And another big thing that is affecting cloning is cloning. The genetic diversity may decrease because if you produce the exact same thing over a period of time, the gene pool will grow smaller and smaller, and therefore you'll be able to pick how you want to breed your animal and who you want it to breed with. the other scientific limitations thing is scientific limitations because it's still developing and they're still trying to experiments to see how safe they are and how to decrease cons of using it. What do you think? Are they a good thing or a bad thing? Should we continue researching clones or not? Discussion, questions, yes, no?
So is cloning like a happening thing that's going on right now, or are they like in the process of researching it?
Well, I mean, what I just like read and stuff, like they're trying to use it, but they're still trying to scientifically figure out how to make it more useful with causes of mutations and things such as that. You know what I'm saying? To decrease bad things happening to them.
What do you think
Why do you think people, I wasn't paying attention, so if this question's already been asked, tell me. Why do you think people are so against cloning? Like people, not necessarily in animals, but also in people, because I think that's where people draw the line at it being uncomfortable for them.
I didn't find like research on that, but my personal quote on that is, I think people aren't that big on it because you're using the exact same DNA that you have, so you're creating someone who's the same as you, and you want someone who wants to be the same DNA and just like you are? Probably not. Correct?
Well, genetically it'd be like if you had a twin.
Yeah,
But then what about people who already have a twin?
exactly. So you're twinning yourself pretty much without having an exact twin that was born with you.
Are you in support of cloning?
No!
Okay.
Are you in support of
Share
cloning in production agriculture?
Well, like, okay, I'm saying humans, no, but in like agriculture, I'm supportive of it because, like, if you're able to extent, like, if you're able to make more animals, we're always going to need more animals, you know. So, I mean, to the extent of you're going to keep getting the same diversified thing, your gene pool is going to go down. So therefore, I mean, to the extent it's good, but like to the extent it's not good, you know what I'm saying?
But then you said for organ donation, what's the difference between cloning a cow and cloning a person? Let's say Wendy has a disease and she needs a liver, but she has something special about her. So the only way that she can get a new liver is if you clone her cells.
Yeah, like that's the thing with organ harvesting I was talking about is they're able to create you, so therefore if you have a special thing, they can take that out of the person you created, you know what I'm saying? Put it in you.
Is there any loss of quality from cloning, like in livestock, or is it just kind of maintaining quality?
Well, like what I was reading on like superior stuff, like they try to keep the superior animals in the herd until the other ones die off. But after a while, that animal, my personal thing is between a clone and it's difficult, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's weird.
Okay, my question back to Wendy has a disease.
Thank you.
Wouldn't the new Wendy have a disease also? If you got the exact same thing out of
Well, it depends on what type of disease it
Yeah.
would be, first
Yeah.
off.
If
Yeah.
it's not genetic,
Yeah.
Yeah.
then
You
no.
wouldn't
If
have-
it doesn't affect your gene pool, you're fine. But if it
wasn't
affects it, probably going to be a sitting duck.
Okay, I have a question. So, say I was a cow and you made a clone of me. Would it just be like me, myself, or would there be like another like, do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
more genetics from another animal coming in, or would it just be my own genetics?
I think it's your own. I mean, I don't.
It's cloning is an exact replica of your DNA.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So then, how would you like improve genetics then? Because like the goal is continuous improvement, right?
You
So-
don't.
So then you wouldn't really improve it at all. You just need the same thing over and over again.
So there's really like no room for genetic improvement up there, or
I mean, there's possibly like, I'm sure they could possibly alter their genes, but then it wouldn't be well, you because the genes.
Yeah, it wouldn't be
Be
cloning
altered,
anymore.
Yeah.
Because like with cloning, what they're trying to do is they're trying to find a way with cloning to be able to go in and take parts of your genes, like with the Down syndrome gene. They're trying to find a way to detect that early, go in and replace it, or take it out and replace it with something else. That's the whole. That's what they're trying to do with cloning from a human
Ways
genetic standpoint.
yeah, probably ways to like improve you without injuring you. I think.
Is it Haley?
Questions? Any other questions? Matt, we had a question from a while ago.
Me? What? Well, I guess you were asking. What was your answer?
I mean, like I said, it was from a certain standpoint, it's good. From another certain standpoint, you know, it's kind of, it kind of wrecks the. And I was reading in one place, it kind of wrecks like natural breeding. I think what they were trying to say, because